everybody, it's Albert with Orale Home once again in the car confessions. Obviously, this is the only time I could do my videos, I guess, because I'm always in the vehicle driving around. I just came from looking at a few properties, so we'll see what happens, and I'll talk to the seller now. So I'm driving and I gotta be careful because over here today, I guess the police are out there. I've seen 3 or 4 police officers so far. So just wanted to do a little quick video and talk to you guys on what are the benefits or advantages of doing a land trust on a subject to deal. So it's something that not a lot of people like to talk about. You hear subject to deals, and you know, we all know it's when you have a seller that wants to get out of that mortgage payment for whatever reason, whether it is bankruptcy, divorce, moving to another place, going through some hardship. They're out there. Those houses are out there. Getting older, can't afford it. You never know what the reason is for somebody to call you up and offer you their house on a subject to deal. You just never know what the reason is. There's so many reasons out there for people to do that, but they do that. Obviously, they want to save their credit, and they don't want to have a bankruptcy, or not a bankruptcy, but get foreclosed on. So it's our job as problem solvers to offer the best result for those distressed sellers. Obviously, we can't judge them. We're nobody to be judging people why it is that they're selling it. Our job is to find the solution to their problem. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little video on the benefits or advantages to use a land trust on a subject to deal. So I guess I have 5 major ones, which is the number one would be, and I'm driving and I wrote it down so that way I can't forget because I have to focus on the road too. So number one would be obviously no qualifying. We don't need to get into or purchase a property. Obviously, trying to finance it or use our credit or anything like that, we don't have to worry about qualifications because it's a subject to. We're only taking over or assuming the responsibility of the mortgage payment. It's still going to stay on the seller's name. We're just going to make sure that payment gets done. So, but we don't have to worry about using our credit to qualify with the bank and trying to get whatever just something we don't have to worry about, the qualification part of it, because they already had qualified. They did that for you. So that's just something else we worry less about, any loans and using your credit towards a loan or something like that. So that would be my number one. Number two, I would say a small down. So small down, maybe a small down payment, maybe no down payment. They may just ask you for moving away money. In that case, they're probably looking about $1,000, $2,000 just so they could move away, get their stuff, who knows, put it in a storage unit or something, or just move it out of there. Or that money may help them to start fresh in a little apartment or somewhere. I don't know. Sometimes they just want you to take over. No money, no nothing. They can't. They're probably behind on payments, and they know that the only solution to their problem is you. So that would be my second one. My second benefit, would be 0 or a small down payment. My third would be obviously maybe a better interest rate. So a better interest rate, let's say you have decent credit. Maybe you have bad credit. I don't know. But you don't have to worry about it, because if you were trying to purchase a home yourself and your credit was decent, or not so good but not so bad, the interest rate that the bank may give you may be ridiculous for the next 30 years or 40 years. But because of you're only assuming the responsibility of that mortgage payment, that interest rate is already locked down. They may have perfect credit. They may have a 4% or 5% or something like that interest rate on the property. So that's less money you got to worry about as far as the mortgage goes. So that's a great one right there. Interest rate. Better interest rate. So that's a huge one. My number 4, I would say, would be pay down on a loan. What I mean by that, so let's say the loan originally was a 30-year loan. This family have lived there for 10 years already. So they've already dropped down that loan by 10. That means that if you're gonna take over, you only have to worry about 20 years on that mortgage. So ain't that awesome? Just, it blows my mind all the great advantages and benefits of a subject to. So you don't have to worry about a 30 or 40 year loan, because they've already taken up most of those years for you. So in this scenario, let's just say a 30-year-old, loan, fixed interest rate. Obviously, you want to make sure it's you get into a subject to deal. One of the things that I ask is it a fixed rate? So, because if you're putting somebody in that property and it's not fixed, and you're charging $1,000, and then next thing you know, the original mortgage payment goes up by, I don't know, 100 or so, 150, then what are you gonna do? Now you're losing a little bit of money. So make sure if you're doing a subject to deal that it's a fixed rate. So a 30-year loan, they've already lived there 10 years. They've been there 10 years, so now it's down to 20. Woohoo! You just save yourself 10 years of headaches. So that's a huge one for me too. And number 5 would be not on credit report. Obviously, you're not using your credit. The credit that you're gonna maintain is the seller's credit. So if you are thinking about buying a car or buying a house yourself, then you don't have to worry about the credit, or you don't have to worry about anybody saying, hey, you got too much in your credit and we can't give you the loan, because nobody's gonna see that those properties are on your credit, which will allow you to get financing for whatever it is that you're gonna get financing, whether it is you need a loan to rehab a property, or buying a new car. It won't reflect a negative on your side as far as your credit goes. So another win-win. So anyhow, that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the benefits and advantages of doing a land trust, subject to deal. And a land trust is just a way, if you don't know what a land trust is, a land trust is just a paper that is not even documented by the state. It's just a contract pretty much, where the sellers are going to trust you, basically taking over that mortgage for them. But it helps you as far as protecting your assets go. Because remember, on a subject to deal, there's always that due on sale clause that banks like to scare people with. And in order for you to protect your asset, the best way to go around that one would be put that property on a land trust. So I'm not gonna go too much into depth about land trust and how to do it, how using that on a subject to deal. That's probably gonna be another video that I'm gonna be coming out soon. So feel free to like and subscribe so I can keep bringing this information to you guys, which is gonna help you guys, especially if you're starting out wholesaling. Subject to deals are the way to go if you want to build a portfolio, if you want to start accumulating properties and renting it out, putting tenants in there, or lease options, or reselling it, whatever it is that you want to do, owner financing. Subject to is the only, I'm not going to say only, but the best way to go, especially knowing that there's a lot of people out there going through hard times and they're looking for a way out. So your job, problem solver. Don't forget, they should have changed the name from wholesaler to problem solver, because that's really what we are. We are problem solvers. Anyhow, just wanted to say thank you for those of you guys who have subscribed to the channel. Please share it. Leave information, leave a comment if you want. I'll try to get to you guys as much as I can, answering questions and whatnot. Please like and subscribe and share so others could benefit from little informations like this. That's about it for today. I know my videos don't look all professional. I really don't focus on making them professional. I focus more on keeping it real and giving you guys the information that you guys really need, versus making a very beautiful professional YouTube channel or YouTube video with all the glamour. That doesn't help nobody if you're spending more time on making it pretty, but yet you're not sharing the information, the right information. So anyhow, thank you very much, you guys. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.